1st Armored Division. The 1st Armored Division, or Old Ironsides, was formed on July 10, 1940 at Fort Knox, Kentucky, in response to the rise of German armored units before World War II. It combined tanks, mechanized infantry, and artillery into a fast, decisive force. Today, based at Fort Bliss, Texas, it serves as a premier armored division, specializing in high-intensity mechanized combat and rapid offensive operations. 1st Cavalry Division. The 1st Cavalry Division, nicknamed 1st Team, was activated on September 13, 1921, originally as a horse-mounted cavalry for reconnaissance and rapid response. Over time, it evolved into an armored and air-mobile force. Stationed at Fort Cavazos, Texas, it now conducts combined arms operations, armored assaults, and rapid deployment missions worldwide. 1st Infantry Division. The 1st Infantry Division, known as the Big Red One, was established on June 8, 1917, to provide trained infantry for World War I in Europe. Composed of soldiers from multiple states, it fought in trench warfare and major offensives. Today, at Fort Riley, Kansas, it functions as a mechanized multi-role division capable of both combat and stability operations. 2nd Infantry Division. Activated on October 26, 1917, the 2nd Infantry Division was formed to integrate U.S. and Allied troops for World War I operations. It distinguished itself in combined multinational engagements. Now stationed in South Korea, it serves as a forward deployed division, specializing in conventional combat and deterrence missions in the Asia-Pacific region. 3rd Infantry Division. The 3rd Infantry Division, or Rock of the Marne, was formed on November 8, 1917, to reinforce American forces in World War I. Its soldiers became known for their steadfast defense along the Marne River. Today, based at Fort Stewart, Georgia, it operates as a mechanized, rapid deployment division capable of high-tempo offensive operations worldwide. 4th Infantry Division. The 4th Infantry Division, known as Ivy Division, was activated on December 3, 1917, during World War I to provide a highly trained infantry force for Europe. Composed of multiple regiments, it was designed for trench and large-scale operations. Today, stationed at Fort Carson, Colorado, it serves as a mechanized division integrating intelligence, precision firepower, and modern combat technology for complex operations worldwide. 7th Infantry Division. The 7th Infantry Division was formed on December 6, 1917, to support World War I efforts in Europe by combining National Guard and regular Army units. It trained for coordinated offensive and defensive operations. Today, at Joint Base Lewis McChord, Washington, it functions as a rapidly deployable, multi-role division capable of conventional combat and crisis response in the Indo-Pacific region. 10th Mountain Division. Activated on July 10, 1943, the 10th Mountain Division was created for World War II mountain and winter combat in Italy. Soldiers trained in skiing, climbing, and cold weather warfare. Today, stationed at Fort Drum, New York, it is a light infantry division capable of rapid deployment to extreme environments, including mountains, deserts, and Arctic zones for expeditionary operations. 11th Airborne Division. The 11th Airborne Division was formed on February 25, 1943, to provide airborne capabilities in the Pacific theater of World War II, capable of parachute and glider operations behind enemy lines. Today, based in Alaska, it specializes in Arctic and cold weather operations, preparing forces for combat in extreme northern climates and remote regions. 25th Infantry Division. The 25th Infantry Division, or Tropic Lightning, was activated on October 1, 1941, to defend the Hawaiian Islands and protect U.S. Pacific interests. It specialized in rapid mobility and jungle warfare. Today, stationed at Schofield Barracks, Hawaii, it functions as a rapid response expeditionary infantry division capable of jungle, amphibious, and Pacific regional operations. 82nd Airborne Division. The 82nd Airborne Division, nicknamed All-American, was formed on August 5, 1917, to provide a fully deployable infantry division for World War I. In 1942, it became the Army's first airborne division, trained for parachute assaults and rapid insertion behind enemy lines. Today, stationed at Fort Liberty, North Carolina, it serves as the U.S. Army's global response force, capable of rapid worldwide deployment for airborne and light infantry operations. 101st Airborne Division. The 101st Airborne Division, known as Screaming Eagles, was activated on August 16, 1942, to conduct parachute operations in Europe during World War II. Formed to seize key objectives behind enemy lines, it trained intensively in airborne assaults and rapid strike tactics. Today, at Fort Campbell, Kentucky, it functions as a premier air assault division, deploying quickly via helicopters to dominate battlefields and execute rapid response operations worldwide. 28th Infantry Division. The 28th Infantry Division, nicknamed Keystone Division, traces its origins to 1879 and was federally recognized as a division on August 23, 1917 for World War I. Formed from Pennsylvania National Guard units, it provided trained infantry for overseas combat. Today, stationed in Pennsylvania, it serves as a combat-ready National Guard division, supporting federal deployments, domestic crisis response, and disaster relief operations. 29th Infantry Division. Activated on June 18, 1917, the 29th Infantry Division, or Blue and Gray, combined National Guard units from northern and southern states for World War I service, symbolizing national unity. It trained for large-scale combat and performed with distinction in multiple wars. Today, part of the Virginia National Guard, it functions as a dual-role division capable of overseas deployments and domestic emergency operations. 34th Infantry Division. The 34th Infantry Division, known as Red Bulls, was organized on July 18, 1917, from Midwestern National Guard units for World War I. It gained fame for combat operations in Italy during World War II. Today, stationed in Minnesota, it operates as a National Guard division, trained for federal deployments overseas and domestic emergency support, maintaining readiness for multiple mission types. 35th Infantry Division. The 35th Infantry Division was activated on August 25, 1917, by combining Midwestern National Guard units to create a combat-ready formation for World War I. It trained for large-scale infantry operations in Europe. Today, part of the Kansas National Guard, it functions as a dual-purpose division, prepared for federal deployments, conventional combat, and domestic emergency response missions. 36th Infantry Division. The 36th Infantry Division, nicknamed Arrowhead Division, was formed on July 18, 1917 from Texas National Guard units to provide infantry support for World War I. It was designed for sustained combat and offensive operations in Europe. Today, stationed in Texas, it serves as a National Guard combat division, supporting overseas deployments and domestic emergency missions. 38th Infantry Division. The 38th Infantry Division, known as Cyclone Division, was activated on July 18, 1917 from Indiana National Guard units to provide infantry forces for World War I. It trained for trench warfare and combined operations. Today, based in Indiana, it functions as a dual-role National Guard division, ready for both overseas deployments and domestic disaster relief or civil support. 40th Infantry Division. The 40th Infantry Division, nicknamed Sunburst, was activated on July 22, 1917, primarily from California National Guard units to meet World War I manpower needs. It trained for large-scale infantry operations overseas. Today, stationed in California, it operates as a National Guard Combat and Rapid Response Division, capable of federal deployment, homeland defense, and emergency operations. 42nd Infantry Division. The 42nd Infantry Division, known as Rainbow Division, was formed on August 5, 1917 by merging National Guard units from multiple states to create a versatile World War I infantry division. Its nickname reflects its multi-state composition and national unity. Today, stationed in New York, it serves as a National Guard division ready for overseas combat, domestic crisis response, and disaster relief operations.